Good morning, 11 a.m., May 13th, 2023, on a Saturday. May 13th. There I've got audio confirmation on that one, and audio confirmation on that one, and that one. All right, done deal. There are a couple of people in the Zoom session already. We'll get to them in a little bit, and seems like there was something else I was going to say connected to that. I don't remember. All right. I'm going to come over and say hello to people in the chat room. Ken Stout, 6 people waiting, and am I really first? He came in 2 hours ago. My vote is for topic number 6, and topic number 6 would be what? Get over here to this screen. Topic number 6 is managing iCloud photo and video storage. Oops, I didn't do. I got my exploits set up on what's it called? Studio mode, I think. Workspace is called split mode, where I have to, when I punch a button on my Stream Deck, it'll come up on my preview screen. Then I have to push it live. I set it up that way because I might be doing some blurring today. So now that means for me to get back to chat, all I have to do is switch back to the screen. I don't have to push live because that didn't involve a button on the Stream Deck. Oh, I'm going to put the watch on the table because that's part of audio video AVDVRW, whatever those letters were that I made up. There, Tony Wallace says AVDVRW good. And actually that was before I put the watch on the table. So yeah. Robert, hello. Ida says hello, Doug, and everyone. Does the time at the upper right corner appears right to everyone in their time zone? It should. Now she's referring to when I have a trailer running, that the time for the show shows up in the upper right corner rather than the lower left corner. And that should show for your time zone, assuming your computer is set correctly for your time zone. So Ken Stout has a Premiere running right now. I took a brief look at that Premiere over here, but I haven't watched it. So he says, I need to hire someone with wit to help me with catchy titles. Now, is he pronouncing the word wit as with or with as wit? I need to hire someone with to help me with catchy titles, or I need to hire someone with wit to help me with catchy titles, or is it, I don't know. All right, enough of that. Moving on. People saying hellos to each other. 360p for your Premiere, is that right? No, this is showing 1080. Oh, yeah. Well, I can switch it to 1080. I don't know if it's just if you record it in 1080. Ida says, excellent idea, Ken Stout Live. Love to see the recipes. No idea of Philippine cuisine. Have a cooking video on my phone, but haven't uploaded to my YouTube channel. No guts for that yet. Okay. Greg Guy, hello. 67 degrees. We got heat warning, excessive heat warning today for Fresno. What are we expecting? High of 92. I've already had my air conditioner turned on this morning, trying to get a head start on fighting against the heat. People saying chit chat to each other. Lawn Dog. Sometimes automation is so hard to control, especially when you're dealing with artificial intelligence. They have a mind of their own. Well, I think Lawn Dog is referring to the trailer at the beginning of the show, and this thought has occurred to me that some people might think that's artificial intelligence. But now wait a minute. Everything that she said, I wrote it out for her. So where is the intelligence coming from? Lawn Dog, are you saying that I'm artificial intelligence? And if so, is that a compliment or is that an insult? I don't know. Am I organic intelligence or what was the other word I was thinking? Organic or biologic intelligence, or just not intelligence at all? I don't know. Coming back to chat. 78 degrees. Ken Stout's on driving duties. Will be listening to the first 15 to 20 minutes, though, you know, since I'm a responsible adult, which is questionable, as he says. His words, not mine. Jonathan, Tony Wallow, Ida Rivera, Darren Gilholm, Jonathan Black Serendipity. Hello, everybody. Tim Sowell, who is in Zoom, and I think Josh is in Zoom. They are muted, so you're not hearing them. Jeff Ryman, topics 5, 6, and 8 in that order. Let's see what those are. 5, client computer in for repair. That's this computer right. Whoops. Push live. That's this computer right here. And come back to this list. 6, managing iCloud photo, and then 8, re-enable scheduled registry backups, which Microsoft deactivated years ago. Now, closely related to this one about iCloud photo and video storage is this one down here, monitoring iPhone upload of videos to iCloud, to see why they take so long. Coming back to chat, Jonathan says topic number 5. Ran Israel, Selden Ball. Tim's reporting 76 degrees here in Fresburg. We live in the same town. Robert says there's soon to be a Doug in the house. Somebody coming to visit you named Doug? Maybe DVR, good from Tony. Speedy C. Sergeant, that's George. He says, hi, Doug, in chat, and I read off his emails. I think it was in yesterday's Windows Daily. John Williams, Speedy C, Greg M. Regarding YouTube notifications via email after testing, YouTube only sends you a notification via email if you click on the Notify Me option on a scheduled video. If a creator goes live without any advance notice, I do not get a notification via email of that event. That's interesting. Email is not really the fastest way of getting notified because people aren't typically watching their email that closely. Of course, if you have your Windows notification set to give you a notification on screen of an incoming email, that would get it to you. Now, this is implying to me, without actually stating, that if you just have notifications turned on for a channel and your channel configured for notifications properly, and we didn't see where you can actually tell it to do email notifications or not, is do you get notifications of uploaded videos on a channel if you're configured for those notifications. And I just remember one place that I didn't go and review notification configurations the other day when I was demonstrating that. Lawn Dog. Well, since you are the one who put words into the mouth of your AI simulation, I might have to reflect upon this thought. Topics 5 and 6 from Speedy C, and 8 is great. So 5 and 6, that's the client computer managing iCloud photos and registry backups. 5 should be live. That was the client computer in for repair. Oh, I have a timer ringing on my phone to remind me to remind you tomorrow is Mother's Day. I think, is that just a USA date? I don't know if that's a USA date or bigger than that, but Mother's Day is tomorrow. So for those of you who need to remember to give a good, proper Mother's Day greeting to that person in your life. The only one I have in my life to give that greeting to is my daughter. She's not my mother, but she is a mother. And yeah, that's the only one in my life to give that greeting to. 7 is heaven. 5 should be live. 7 is heaven. I don't think we've asked for 7 yet. Reset Windows indexing service on Baby Beast. Now, since that is going to be just do the reset operation and let it run, that probably won't take very long, except that I don't know by memory how to get there, but I think I can find it reasonably easy. Nova says I got my PC up again. Put it up on a shelf, I think. No. Lawn Dog, Greg M., I started looking at my email notifications for upcoming videos on YouTube. I found it to be very inconsistent and puzzling as to why certain notifications went to my email and not all of them. Well, I have a notion to reflect to that, is that YouTube has made no secret of the fact that their primary concern is to inform you, notify you of videos they think you will want to watch. So if you perhaps have been ignoring notifications on particular channels that you subscribe to, meaning they notify you of them, and you don't go watch it, YouTube might be thinking, well, let's try notifying about this other one that he or she binged watched 3 or 4 months ago, but hasn't seen one of those. They want to get you to watch something now. So they might be, and now they haven't declared this part, but they might be discretionary about what notifications they give to you based upon what they think you will actually watch. Now, that's just a notion. That's just an idea. I'm not saying that's what they do, but that's just been a thought on my mind, because they're under no contractual obligation to notify you of every piece of content for every channel that you subscribe, because that doesn't scale very well. What if a person subscribes to every channel that asks for them to subscribe to and do notifications? And YouTube sees we're just going to be flooding this person with notifications, and they never watch 80% of what we notify them about, or probably more like never watch 98%. So I want to get you to watch. Now, and I have, excuse me, hang on. I have seen documentation that if you are watching something else right now, they won't give you notification right now. They don't want to take you away from something that you're watching. Now, I've seen documentation on that, but I'm not sure if that was YouTube documentation. And of course, they can change their strategy from 1 week to the next. So documentation you find that's more than 3 hours old, all right, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever, might no longer be current. Ida says Mother's Day is celebrated here too. All right. That is Colombia? Am I remembering? Where is Ida at? Not sure. Nova says, I think the problem with the motherboard and CPU, probably going to get them upgraded soon, but I'm too lazy. Join the club. Brian Lightfoot, famous last words from Microsoft, this shouldn't take very long. Yeah, I got that typo. Let's see. Wintermute says, twinkle.com. I'm worried about going to this. Mother's Day around the world. All right. Mother's Day isn't just celebrated in America. Discover Mother's Day around the world and see what different traditions occur in other countries. Okay, well, there you go. Thank you. Dennis, I started today's stream after having watched this week's U.S. Air Force Basic Military Training Graduation. Did not watch your trailer. Mother's Day is observed in most places tomorrow, not in Panama. Oh, not in Panama. That's interesting. Oh, when he says he started today's stream, he started watching my today's stream. I thought he was referring to his Fortnite stream this morning. It was a rerun. This morning's trailer was a rerun. It was the first rerun that I had done. It was the first trailer that I had done on May 1st and May 2nd. May 1st and May 2nd? It was on May 1st. I don't know if I did that one 2 days in a row. Greg to Lawn Dog, hence my comment about YouTube doing away with notifying people when creators go live. Found a post from, here's a post from Google and dated, oh, that's 3 years, almost 3 years ago. Yeah, I remember. Yes, I remember somebody gave this link a while back, and when I went to look at it, I realized it's almost 3 years old. I don't really trust that because I have seen email notifications working since then. So I don't think, I don't put much credibility into that one. Dennis is catching up. DVR mode, Jonathan Wintermute, Greg M. Here's a YouTube post back in 2020. It's probably that same one. Yeah. If you haven't found something more recent than that, I wouldn't count on that being current. Lawn Dog to Greg M. I think YouTube notifications is not an overall good idea. In one aspect, think about billions of people using this feature and the amount of traffic in sending these emails. Seems like some wasteful use of bandwidth. It's kind of like spam that people are who have noticed that spam clogs the internet. Brian to Greg, your link was dated 2020. Stephen Smith. Hello, Stephen Smith. You're not in blue. I don't remember seeing your name before. Welcome. Good to see you. I've been learning how to trade stocks on the internet since 2005. I was right there with you. Well, I wasn't with you, but I spent several years with a group of people. We were all working on trading stocks together and doing all kinds of options and all kinds of crazy stuff. It says, I turn all the notifications off because they've interrupted my brokerage platform that I have downloaded while I'm trading. Well, I turn off notifications on my computer. I don't let Windows interrupt with notifications, but I get notifications on my cell phone. So that wouldn't interrupt trading. Come back to this button and this button. Puerto Rico, that's right. Thank you, Ida. Ida is in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. See if I can do that better. Let's see. Yes, it is. Nova, I had too much to get this little thing up. I had to do so much to get this little thing up and running again. Had to make a USB and go into BIOS and sync and reset all my storages. Lawn Dog, I like what you're thinking about how YouTube and Google may deal with what video announcements to send you. That is probably the case in general. Something for me to monitor. Yeah, if somebody wants to monitor that, if you go do an inventory of all the notifications that you have turned on, let's go look at where that happens now. Let's see if I can get to that. I think, let's see, that was in, I'm going to say it's subscriptions. Here, manage. When you go to manage over here. Yes, you are seeing that. And then down here, you can look through this list of the things that you're subscribed to, and the ones that have the bell with the little vibrating parentheses over it, that means notifications are turned on. So you can easily see the list here of what you have notifications coming for. Now, as I look through these, I see a lot of channel names that I don't even recognize. And that might mean that they're not uploading content very often. So you could go play around with these, see if you turn all of those on, and then go see when did somebody actually send a notification. Then come up here to this bell icon up here to see what you have been notified about, because depending upon how you receive notifications, you might not have noticed the notification come in. And these notifications here may or may not, ring for your attention. So when you think that you didn't get a notification, come up here and look at this bell icon and make sure, did you actually not get notification, or did you just not notice it come in? Dennis is now live. Panama, Dia de Madre is... Oh, Dia de Madre. So Madre would be mother. Dia would be day. Day is of, I think. So day of mother is December 8th. Lawn Dog, yeah, I'm getting email notifications about YouTube videos. I got one recently for Jay's 2 cents. Jim running 15 minutes late in DVR mode. Hello, Jim. Oh, Steve, did I miss some names? I think I've caught all those names. Jonathan, Stephen Smith. Carrie Holzman mentioned you a month or so ago. That is enough right there, Stephen Smith. We're going to turn you blue. All right. Good to see you, Stephen Smith. Thanks for coming to check out the show. This Saturday show about 2 hours long, and then Monday through Friday, a 30-minute show. If you do the notification things, you'll see when those are. Same time each day. Well, Monday through Friday are the same time, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Saturdays are always 11 a.m. Pacific time. Lawn Dog, I see you subscribe to Build or Buy. That's an excellent channel, but he has been quiet lately. Chanda, Ida, good afternoon. John's mother was born in Puerto Rico. God rest her soul. Bobby Warren, Ken, will you do a Zoom homie tonight? Yes, Ken Stout has a show scheduled tonight, and it is set for auto redirect, I believe, after this show. Let's see. Let's go see if I'm being honest about that. If I come over here to customizations, I believe, yep, I have his Zoom homies set for redirect. So at the end of the show, you'll get a prompt to go to his, waiting for his show to start this evening. Greg M. to Lawn Dog, email notifications from YouTube are dead. They only send you email if and only if you click notify me. And if someone comments on your channel or someone goes live, no email per that 2020. I think he's really relying on that 2020 thing. If someone comments on your comment, or someone goes live, no email. I get emails when people make comments on my video, and I get emails when they reply to my replies to their comments. I need to get over to Zoom here. Ken Stout, yes, there'll be nightly 10:30 show, maybe just premiere or live stream between Doug and Dan. On Dog Greg M, you bring up an interesting question between United States and Canada. I wonder if there's some difference in the way things are processed. Probably experimenting on both of us. Ken Stout says thanks. So you're half Puerto Rican. I get them to this day. Black Serendipity saying he's getting the emails. Okay, so let's go bring in Zoom. Let's see, push live here. Zoom panel, you are live, and let's get people unmuted. And I'm going to unmute myself to you guys, so you need to be prepared to mute your YouTube. That's not the right page. Where is it? Here. Okay, you guys in Zoom should be hearing me now, and make sure your YouTube audio is muted, please. So, hello, Tim Sowell.
Hello.
How are you today? Do you have anything to bring to the table?
No, not really. I'm upgrading my NAS this weekend. I'm kind of curious how long that's going to take because I got it set up as a RAID 1.
So you're upgrading your Naval Air Station. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm upgrading it to 20 terabyte. I got 2 terabyte in it now, so I'm going to be stuck with 2 hard drives I don't need again.
You know, I've never heard anybody pronounce it that way, but when I bring up Naval Air Station, we have a Naval Air Station Lemoore here, so that's nasal, N-A-S-L, Naval Air Station Lemoore, and I've never heard anyone pronounce it nasal. I probably should be slapped for doing that. Okay, and then next on visible on my panel is Josh. Hello, Josh. Good morning.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
I'm good. I got your email, and we'll get to your topic in a little bit here. So let me move on and say good morning. Hello to Brian Lightfoot. Hello.
Good morning, everybody.
Do you have anything to bring to the table?
Nothing to share on here other than I'm working on colorizing some old photographs.
Wow, that background is so believable. I don't know if I can't figure out if it's virtual or if that's your real background.
You should recognize it. You've been there before. Yeah.
I've been there?
Wintermute recognized it right away.
Huh.
Seinfeld.
Oh, that's the Seinfeld set. Oh my gosh.
Remember, Elaine might be dropping in any minute now.
Do you remember Mark Holmes, Doug?
Oh yes, I do.
His daughter played on that show
a
couple of times. Yes, yes, she did.
All right, moving along to William Dawson. Hello.
Hello.
Wow, and I don't know, is that your real background or is that virtual? I just can't figure that one out.
You should recognize that one too.
You think so? Huh, maybe. All
You
right.
sure you go get something out of your refrigerator for you?
Well, your microphone got really weird. Say that again.
Are you sure you don't want me to go get something out of your refrigerator for you?
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'll go address an email that Josh sent. That's not on the topic list, but since that's a live question during the show, I'm going to take it. Looks like I can actually display that without revealing anything. So I'll bring that up on screen. Email sent one hour ago. It says, Doug, I have a question about Update Tuesday. I hear there was some kind of malware going around where it can affect secure boot. And Microsoft said there was going to be fixes by 2024. And everyone will have to go with the fixes. So my question is, can Microsoft go into everyone's BIOS and turn on secure boot with a Windows update? Or is that something that everybody will have to do? Thank you, Doug. Well, my response to that, I mean, you could take a few different responses to that. One thing is, if there's some malware going around now, currently, that is really alarming and needs a quick response, it seems really weird that that would be promised for a fix by 2024. That's half a year away. And is it possible to make a change in BIOS while a computer is up and running? I believe the answer to that is yes, because I have seen PowerShell commands that can make a change to a BIOS. However, since BIOSes are so different from one manufacturer to another and one version to another, I highly doubt that Microsoft would be implementing that fix themselves. Some BIOSes can be updated through Windows Update, but that would only be if the manufacturer of the motherboard has put that BIOS update into the Microsoft Update channel. So the manufacturer of the motherboard could be issuing that change. Would a manufacturer actually make a change to configurations of BIOS through an update? That I don't know. That's. I suppose there's no law against it. If they chose to, I think they could.
The malware that I'm referring to would be called black malware.
Say again what it's called.
Black malware.
Black malware, just BLACK.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
So
generic.
basically what they're saying is if your secure boot is even on, the malware can still infect your computer, whether it's on or off, but you're more secure with the secure boot on.
Well, it's obvious in my mind that your computer's more secure with secure with secure boot turned on, and you're saying that this malware can infect a computer even if secure boot is turned on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I haven't read up about it.
Because apparently the malware can overwrite secure boot and then it can boot off of the malware.
All right.
From what I'm being told.
All right.
In the video.
But how about giving me a link so that I can research that?
Yeah.
Because you tell me what you've been told by you watching a video. I'm sorry, that's not that's not authoritative enough. So if you'll send that forward. Now, I'm not going to go watch it now, but you can give it to me now or later, and I'll go have a look at that. Now let's move back on to chat room. I'm hitting my push live button pretty good here. Dennis says, wait, was that the AI named Jennifer in your trailer for today? Have I seen that one? Yes. That was a rerun because I did not feel like creating a new trailer yesterday, and didn't really have the time for doing it. So yeah, that was, and in that trailer, she said today is May 1st. So that was a trailer that I did on May 1st. Let's see. I'm going to start skipping over and not reading these quite in as much detail. Dennis says, speaking of naval air stations, I've been stationed at Roosevelt Roads Naval Air Station PR back in my USAF days. Wintermute says no, he won't. Yeah, let's see, it was a repeat. What else? I don't know what that no, he won't was referring to. Chris Garrett says hello. Hang on a moment, clear my throat. Oh, do I have confirmation that YouTube is hearing the Zoom room? Nobody's been complaining about it, but I have. Oh, this is weird. I have indicated, since I have the split screen on XSplit, the left-hand side is showing that the Zoom room is muted, but it's muted in the preview screen. When it's on the live screen, I don't think it's muted, but it doesn't give me the soundbar indicators. Nobody's been complaining about the Zoom room. Tony says normal Zoom. Okay, thank you, Tony.
Testing.
I hear you, Tim.
No, it's not coming across YouTube.
You're saying it's not?
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, there's a delay. Dennis, let's see, I got that. Microsoft did do an update, something related to UEFI last Tuesday. John to Ida, very nice to have cousins on the island. Will Ken be in Zoom? Don't know. I haven't revealed the new waiting room design. Ken Stout was kind of on me to fix the waiting room design, and I've been holding off on showing that to anybody till he shows up. All good on YouTube, normal Zoom. Perhaps what Josh is referring to, Ars Technica. Let's see what that is. Microsoft will take nearly a year to finish patching the new 0-day secure boot bug. This is dated May 11th, 2023, 2 days ago. So Josh, I think you can stand down from sending me something, because this looks like the Ars Technica article on it. It's not.
I already sent you it. Sent you
Okay.
the video.
All right, thank you.
So secure boot is not very secure.
Was that any surprise?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, every time some problem is plugged or patched or whatever, the bad guys will figure a way around it. So I'm not at all surprised that the bad guys figured a way around secure boot.
I have checked all my computers. The only computer that has secure boot enabled
Mhm.
is that HP that you looked at that had Windows 10X.
Wow.
All
All
my
right.
other computers don't have it enabled.
Well, that doesn't protect you from that bug. I mean, that doesn't protect your computer more, because if you don't have secure boot enabled, your computer is vulnerable to other things that are trying to put oh, now you can't even think of the term. What's the term? Boot sector virus or
Rootkit.
rootkit. Thank you, rootkit. Yeah. You're more susceptible to a rootkit if you don't have secure boot. If you turn secure boot on, that protects you against rootkits. But now this new malware is a way to get around that. But is that targeted? Is that a targeted attack, or is that a broad-based blanket attack? I haven't read the article yet, so I don't know.
I can see how it would work, because the rootkit would be read before the Windows booted up. If it's placed in the right spot.
Yeah. Rootkit takes it gets activated or ran or loaded or does its work before Windows launches, or part of Windows launching. Zoom audio is fine here. I'd like to see how you change the BIOS setting from within Windows. Well, within, let's see, in PowerShell. So it's not a, you don't go to a settings screen within Windows. I don't know if somebody wants to try to find what I'm referring to there, you might be able to, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to pinpoint that very easily. I would just start doing Google searches for it. What was that about? There was some particular, now it was a particular setting in BIOS that was able to be changed using WMIC, I think it was. And it could be perhaps from an administrator level command prompt rather than PowerShell. But I think it was WMIC that was doing it, or it was the utility to use to do it. So a Google search would be using WMIC to modify a BIOS setting. Try a Google search on that, somebody. Rand Israel, I found 2 articles online claiming to show how to do that. One ended up showing how to use WMIC, there you go, to view settings. Yeah, I know view settings. The other one showed how to reboot and use F2 to enter the BIOS. That's not, that's actually going into the BIOS to make the change. PR is Puerto Rico. Oh, okay. I think I missed that earlier. I just pronounced PR and didn't understand that. Rootkit. Wintermute gives me that word when I was struggling for it earlier. Ida, plan to retire elsewhere, anywhere but here. Tired of how expensive it is to live here. Oh, Puerto Rico is expensive? I didn't know that. Boss, hello, Lawn Dog. Well, as with all major security upgrades that Microsoft or industry produces, just a matter of time before they find a flaw. Secure Boot has been around for quite a while. Tim Sowell says, cool background to Ken Stout. Oh, he's here. WMIC MOUSE. Yeah. All right. So let's go see the Kenster. The I'm Kenster 08. Hello, Ken.
You sure it's not LM Kinster?
I was so sure of that for so long. Well, it's all lower. If it's all lowercase letters, then it is LM. But the I is uppercase, the way that you did it.
YouTube changed that on me.
All the other letters are lowercase. So yeah, I thought it was a reference to Lorna, and I was assuming Lorna's middle initial perhaps was M.
It's actually Q, but no, it was supposed to be I'm Kinster or I am Kinster, but you know, YouTube, they screwed things up. So I didn't. I make no mistakes. My computer system is perfect. There's nothing ever wrong.
All right, of course.
Yeah, but there's one of them Dougs running around inside there somewhere.
Yeah, there's at least one of the Dougs running around inside here.
So is there a way for me to send everybody to the waiting room together?
I don't know because we've not experimented that. We just have one waiting room resident.
Yeah. Well, I
occasionally two.
I did this redesign of the waiting room.
I'm ready. Send me there. Let's go. Bring it on.
Well, I want to show it to everybody and bring everybody back so I can.
Whoa! I'm the one that requested it. I should be the one to get to see it first. I know right where that's at. And it's good Tim sees the humor in that. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. Okay,
so I get to go to the waiting room.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I get to go to the waiting room.
Well, let me remind you, Ken Stout, I am the host.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
And the host rules. So I'm going to...
I need to know what your secret is because on my show, when I'm the host, I got no say in what goes on whatsoever.
All right.
So we'll get together.
Yeah, he's in the waiting room.
What the heck?
Waiting room.
I love it.
Waiting room. Waiting room.
Bye-bye.
Waiting room. Waiting room. Now, let's see what their reaction is to the redesigned waiting room. Let's see. I gotta go over here and admit all.
That was hilarious. That was absolutely hilarious. And it's probably good I was muted because I was literally rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, that was good. So did you put everybody in individually or show them?
Yeah, I had to put everybody in one at a time. But now what I can do over here on Baby Beast is I can join the session on Baby Beast and then put Baby Beast into the waiting room so that I can show the audience the redesigned waiting room. Because it's only fair to let them see it rather than describe it to them, right?
It'd be hard to describe.
It was a nightmare. Just absolute nightmare.
Well, Probably not going to sleep this afternoon when I take my great guy nap. Oh my gosh, what's
My great guy.
Let's see. I gotta let that one. Now, see that one. Baby Beast went straight to the waiting room since I have the waiting room enabled. So I'm gonna admit Baby Beast. Oh, Jim's in the waiting room. I gotta go turn the waiting room off. So here's we're gonna get Jim's reaction to the waiting room.
I may be emotionally scarred at this point.
Oh, man.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
No, not blind. Blind would have been preferable, I think, at this point.
So
blind in the left and can't see out of the right?
Yeah, there you go.
Baby Beast has joined without a camera turned on because Baby Beast doesn't have a camera, and without audio. So that prevents all the audio troubles. So then I'm going to switch. I'm going to press my button to bring Baby Beast up on screen. So now the audience is seeing the view from Baby Beast, and then I'll put Baby Beast into the waiting room. So the audience is going to experience what it's like to be sent to the waiting room. Here we go.
Be prepared.
That's what they all saw when they went to the waiting room after Ken Stout was nagging me to fix up the waiting room so it's not so dull and plain. All right.
Now you gotta figure out how to put some music in there.
You just
Well,
lost,
that's easy. Put music in there is simple.
You just lost 30 viewers.
Yep, you probably did.
I'll go see what the chat room is
Is that very hard to
reacting
do?
to that.
Nah, it's pretty easy, Tim.
Cool.
RM Robert says, ouch. That's it.
That is funny.
Ida says, that cannot be unseen. And Robert, hey, I've seen that dude in person. It's worse. SPDC says, wow, Doug. Let's see. Here's laughter from Jim. Oh, Jim gave laughter in the chat room because he was first to see it. Because he came in after I activated.
I thought I was first to see it. I thought you put me in the waiting room.
You were. Jim came in later. Yeah.
You are confused and don't know what you're doing.
That's true. We're all on the same page with that statement. John to Ida, totally understand my cousins that live there are wealthy. They were professors at USJ. Let's see, what else did I miss here? Rick LOL, Dennis, new Zoom waiting room. And I have turned off the waiting room so that people can just get straight in, right? Because I'm not as in tune to hearing the chime. John Williams, I'm going to take a nap as I was up listening to Carrie until 2:30 a.m. Wow! Central Time. He went late last night. Oh. Cannot be insane. What's for lunch? Steve Dodd laughing at Randy Israel. My eyes. Robert, Greg Guy, welcome sunshine. I've tried calling your cell phone. Oh, okay. That's between them. All right. Where are we at? I guess we're ready to go on to a topic.
Doug, I have one more comment on the thing Josh brought up.
Yeah.
I just quickly glanced through that article. Once all of these fixes are done, all of the boot media that you currently have will no longer work.
Oh, interesting.
Unless say like the backup software and all that, unless the manufacturer patches it to include this fix. All your old flash drives and stuff you boot from, like for
Macrium for me.
Yeah, Macrium or whatever are no longer going to work. It says in this article.
And what about Windows installation media?
Well, it said if you've made one from installation media you downloaded from Microsoft, like an ISO file, that ain't going to work either.
So if you make it on the computer that you have Secure Boot enabled, will that computer be able to boot off of that, or do you have to turn off secure boot
Well,
to boot from any.
It's not clear, but any boot media you currently have from, if you've made it from any media that does not include the new fixes, and this is after sometime in 2024, those old boot media are not going to work at all.
Well, I haven't researched this, but I've been wondering if I try to boot a computer that has secure boot enabled, and I take my Macrim Reflect or my Windows USB, it seems to me that ought to prevent booting from any USB as it is now. If secure boot doesn't prevent you from booting from a USB media now,
I mean,
what is secure boot actually doing?
I'm just quoting the article. Somebody more knowledgeable like you should go and read this thing.
Yeah, well, actually, what I'm thinking is I want to try it, because I've booted many computers still from USB media, and I think there's been one or two times when I couldn't boot to the USB media, and I go into BIOS and make some changes, and I secured boot. I think I've turned it off on a couple of occasions in order to boot from a USB, but I haven't, tested that back and forth to make sure I understand that well.
One of the final comments on that article was that, first of all, it's going to take Microsoft about 1 year to get this patch completely tested and out. But at the end of the article, it says there's a betting line on the folks behind Black Lotus finding a bypass for the new patch before Microsoft gets things fully fixed.
Of course. Of course. Now, but if it's possible that a workaround for the bad guys is going to be for a targeted attack, because there's a lot of vulnerabilities out there that are already reserved or useful only for targeted attacks or after accomplishing some other level of access to a computer. So just
early in this article, it's saying how this has got to work, and the threat right now, I think, is a little overblown. It says for this bootkit to work, you need either physical access or administrative access.
Yeah. So
that's going to leave out a lot of people. I mean, nobody's got that on mind but me, either one of them.
Yeah, here it is. It can be exploited by an attacker with physical access to a system or administrator rights on a system. That right there, this kind of makes it a nothing burger, and even a nothing burger for my clients' computers, because with only one exception, we do not have high security implementations in my clients' offices. If an employee of their company wants to do something devious, they've got much easier access than this kind of exploit. This kind of exploit is for something, high-level exploit. Oh, so Tim is pointing down in his frame, trying to point down to Ken Stout, who is above Tim, because Ken Stout has his hand up in the air, and since he is so old, it's hard for him to hold his hand up. He's propping it up, and it is shaking.
Well,
Ken
he's
Stout,
over this way.
Ken Stout, do you have a question?
I do.
All right.
I would like to know the restaurant you get the nothing burger at. That actually sounds really good.
I'm glad I already had lunch.
Where's Ken? He just gets so much joy about putting Josh into the waiting room. I just had to give it back to him a little bit.
No, he gets a lot of joy out of putting Alex in the waiting room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Alex, not Josh. Sorry.
Very good. Very good. That was good. So you did hear my question, and then you said, "Well, that's not it." Then boom, put me in the waiting room.
Where do you get the nothing burger? Because if Alex had asked you that kind of question, you would have put him in the waiting room.
Oh God, Josh, no. Actually, it just takes Alex saying, "Hello, Ken." He's in the waiting room. He's gone. Is Alex here yet? By the way,
not yet.
No,
I can't give away all my secrets. Hello, Gary.
Hello. What's up?
Oh, Gary, hi.
Whoever said hello.
Yeah, it was Ken first, and then
That'd
me.
be the old man that can't hold his arm up in the air.
I was on another screen. But I have a solution for the rootkit. Yeah,
Oh,
or the
okay.
Dude. What you do, it's like what I told everybody when Windows 11 came out. It's like you don't want people in your house. So don't put a deadbolt. Take that off, take the other lock off, and then they won't install it. Don't worry. Get rid of your antivirus, then they won't get around it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, just if there's no need for them to get around it, if you just make it wide open to them.
There you go.
Do that. Right.
You're a secure boot, and nobody will worry about it.
And I don't get to use this very often, but if a client were to ask me, are we completely protected on our computers? And no, you're not. Do you want to know how to be completely protected? Yes, we do. Stop using computers. Get rid of them. Go back to paper and pen. There is no level of protection. You got major large companies, and Gary's one of them. They have departments of people who it's their job to secure the computers, and it's not possible to be 100% protected. You've got to have, what's our plan B? If you get infected, infiltrated, compromised, what are you going to do then? And companies like Gary's, they have written procedures that they're going to implement when the problem happens. Yes?
And before the problem happens.
Say again?
And before.
And before, yeah.
I mean,
we can all run DOS and meet up on the AOL bulletin board.
No, you can't get online.
Yeah, no online.
No shrink wrap, no software. Even then.
All right. Let me get back to chat room.
If you have a new car, could you imagine putting software on your car like you do on your computer? The roads would be full of accidents.
Oh, yeah, if you could just put any software on. Okay, not a whole lot more happening in chat. And so hit me in orange or give me one of those bright emojis if you want me to catch something in chat. And let's go get to the requested topics. Let's see, just Alt-Tab to get to it. And Ken was among those asking for topics, and since he's in the chat room, where is the right tab? I guess I lost it. All right.
Oh, free publicity. I like it. Thank you. So I sent Alex a message and said, I've been put in Doug's waiting room twice already today. Laugh, laugh, smile, smile. His reply was, that's funny as hell.
Uh-oh, he swore?
I know, huh? Oh, he almost let one slip last night. It was so funny.
Okay, here we go. Managing iCloud photo video storage was a request by Ken. And so I had to start doing that yesterday because I was trying to upload a video. I was actually doing a test based upon some struggles Ken has been having with his golfing videos, long golfing videos, uploading them to his iCloud and taking a long time. Well, I am of the persuasion that it simply does take a long time, and how to monitor that. So I did a long video, about an hour or so, and then had it start uploading, and I ran out of room. I got wound up getting a message saying I was out of space. I had this fantasy that I was going to find the place in the video recording that I did of that so I could show you that error message. Oh, there it is, iCloud upload. Maybe I can swipe to it. Okay, so here I got this app on my phone to monitor the uploading of that video so I could watch how much my phone was uploading. So this was during the time when it was trying to upload that video, and uploading here at This is showing 45 kilobytes, not bits, kilobytes per second. And at the top of this graph is 678 kilobytes. So most of it is happening way down here. Your cell phone is doing a lot of other things besides uploading video, so it doesn't give a lot of time and attention to it. Now, let me try to get to another place here. I'm going to take that off screen because I'm not sure what else I have captured in this video. I think it was towards, well, let's see. Here we get to another place. I'll show this piece. Here there's this kind of a split graphic here. The reason why this brighter line is up so much higher, that's the upload line. You can tell because of that bright arrow represents this line. The dim line and the dim arrow is download activity. So upload is way up here. Does that mean it's going faster? No. This graph has reset. It's at 57 kilobytes per second is the top of that graph. So it has just got to a point where it has rescaled this graphic. Now I'm going to take that off screen and scrub forward on here to get, oh, here's some other things that I'll show. In the activity that was happening is some spikes. There are times when I get spikes of activity. What's happening there yet, I don't quite know, but still this is in the 69 kilobytes range, so that's still very, very low. Really not much going on here as far as accomplishing uploading that video. Now, the question that I'm responding to that Ken asked for was about managing storage. So here's why I put that topic in, is I got to this point, iCloud storage is full. This showed up on my phone. You can see that I've got my phone captured through Baby Beast, and that's what I'm showing here. And there's let's see, shows the number of photos and videos, and I've got like I pay for extra storage. This screen doesn't show how much storage I've got, but anyway, iCloud storage is full. So what's a quick, easy way to manage that? And that's what I'm going to demonstrate in response to this topic in today's video. Let me see if there's anything else in that video that I wanted to show. No. So what I did, let's get down here. What I did is yesterday I installed iCloud on Big Beast build. I'm going to turn off that picture-in-picture and push that live. This icon down here, the bottom right area, I'm floating my mouse over it, it pops up this iCloud symbol. I installed that yesterday and configured it to store all the photos and videos to one of my drives that has space available for it. This one called OneDrive and iCloud. I think that's the one I put it. Yeah, I've created a folder called iCloud, or iCloud Drive, and one called iCloud Photos. So this now has all of my photos and videos in it.
Yeah.
So my intention is I'm now going to disassociate that with iCloud so that those videos and photos are on my computer, and I'm going to totally wipe my iCloud storage so it's completely free and available, because I don't need all that stuff on my phone. I could then subsequently move videos and photos back to my phone if I feel that I need them. Now the reason why I'm choosing this is because I've got a lot of content in there that's very, very old, and I went looking at things from years and years ago, and there's stuff in there with my grandson when he was very, very young, when I took him for his first airplane flight. Do I really want to just delete all that old stuff in order to free up space? Do I really just want to start paying extra monthly amount in order to keep all that stuff in my iCloud and on my phone? Well, no. So I'm going to use this technique. Any particular individual might choose a different technique for managing their cloud storage, and this is the technique that I chose to
Now,
implement.
Can you move stuff from your iCloud to your OneDrive?
Well, not directly. I can copy
Not
things
directly.
from the iCloud to the OneDrive, but you don't. I don't think it's a good idea, and I haven't investigated or experimented with it, of having one folder on your computer that is synchronizing to both of those services. I just think that's a invitation for disaster. Here.
Well, I wouldn't want to synchronize both of them. I would want to be able to take something from the cloud and move it to OneDrive.
Well, certainly you could
Oh, you
download
can?
it. You could download it from iCloud, so it's on your computer, and then copy it into your OneDrive folder on your computer, or upload it to your OneDrive on the web. Multiple different ways that you could do that, but sure,
That'd be a cool feature.
certainly you could do that. So let's go back here and see how much I have on. Actually, if I just float the mouse over these, it should show me the quantity. So 3.86 gigabytes in my photos, and on my iCloud drive, 8.86 megabytes. So not very much in the drive. Now, if I go, let's go show something else on my phone. I'm going to bring up my, I'll go to Baby Beast. And bring up the connection to my cell phone. Now, on my cell phone, before I connect to it, I'm going to go into my cell phone. Well, no, I'll show this too. My cell phone, I'm going to broadcast it, do screen mirroring to Baby Beast. And there's that. And then I'm going to go into settings, down to, let's see, not screen time, display and brightness. And I'm going to turn off the auto lock is currently set on 30 seconds. You're seeing about halfway down there. I'm going to turn that off, because every time that goes to sleep, I lose the connection to this Splash Top app on Baby Beast that gives me the connection. And then what I wanted to show is to show the cloud storage. If I go into my account where it says DougBetts near the top, and then come down here to iCloud, shows 200 gigabytes is my total space, and then near the top of that screen shows that I'm using 193 gigabytes of 200 gigabytes used. And I think by default, what is it? You have 10 gigabytes or 100 gigabytes. I pay for an extra amount, but that yellow bar is all photos. You can see in the legend. Let's see. Do you see my mouse on the? Yeah, I think my mouse is coming over on YouTube. So the yellow is photos. So you can see most of my space is occupied by photos, and they go back a long, long time. So I want to get that all freed up. Now then, this next part I have not researched through, not done it before, so I am experimenting live. I'm going back to, am I back on Big Beast? Oh, that's the video that I was showing from yesterday. Let's get back to, I'll take a quick peek at chat. I don't see anything in orange or emojis. So what I want to do next here is disassociate my iCloud from the computer so that those videos and photos are still on my computer but not in iCloud anymore. Then I want to delete all of the content in my iCloud photos. So I'll go to iCloud settings, and basically I just want to turn this off. Here's iCloud options, this check mark right here and this check mark right here. I could just turn those off. That button is for the locations. I think this is just going to be really, really simple to do. Turn those off, apply that. If you turn off iCloud Drive, all files stored in iCloud will be deleted from this PC. That's not what I want. Your files will still be available on other devices using iCloud. No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to keep them on this computer. I didn't complete that. This is saying that that will delete from the PC. That's not what I want to do. I just want to disassociate the account. How about if I just attempting to close iCloud without applying? Yes, I want to close without applying. Close without applying. And then if I go right back into iCloud, should see that those are still selected. Yeah, they are. So now if I just, this doesn't have an exit, doesn't have a way for me to close that. I'm thinking I should be able to just exit from that app to break the association or stop this app from relaunching. How about, now if you haven't realized yet, I'm hacking here. I'm just hammering away at it. I haven't researched how to do this. Here's a bunch of things on my startup for iCloud. I could disable those, restart Big Beast Build, and that wouldn't load, but those should still be on the computer, or will they automatically delete? I don't know. Let's go check something over here, since I'm feeling now that I'm not seeing the type of confirmation that I'd like to see. Let's see what ChatGPT tells me about it. We go to new chat, and then how can I deactivate iCloud on my Windows PC so that I keep the photos and videos on my computer but no longer sync with iCloud? Open iCloud for Windows, sign into iCloud account. Once signed in, click the options button next to photos, uncheck the box next to iCloud photos, and click done. That sounds like what I did. Open File Explorer, navigate to iCloud Photos folder, select the photos and folders, copy them to a new folder. Okay, that makes sense. We gotta wait for the time that it takes to copy them. All right. That is not what I was contemplating doing, but that makes a whole lot of sense. So how about if I just highlight those two? I'll right click and choose copy. I could have done Control C, and I'll right click and paste. And I should get folder names with the same name, -copy. Now, how much load am I putting on Big Beast Build to do this while I'm live streaming? To answer that, I'll go to the Performance tab in Task Manager. Here's my GL and O drive. O drive is the one that we're dealing with. You can see it back here in the background. 96%, 100% activity on that drive. I think that's a spinning drive. Since that's not where my programs operate from, I think I've got that on a spinning drive.
You have a spinning drive?
Oh yeah. And here you see the read and write speeds. That drive, let's go see what it is. Go to disk management. Is the stream still running okay?
Yeah.
Bring that up on Baby Bees to check on it. Let's see, that's the wrong Chrome. Oh, I didn't bring that up on Baby Beast to begin with. Yeah, still going. Okay, so here's the O drive. That is like a 6 terabyte drive. I didn't mean to click that. And actually, I think I changed the size of that partition yesterday because it was much smaller than this 640. See, that O drive is just 640 gigabytes. Oh, that's finished. Here you can see the drive activity is taking a dive, so that's all done. Down here it's about 0 now. All right, so now I'll go back to iCloud settings. I'm going to go one step further and look into these folders. Let's see, iCloud drive copy. That doesn't look right. .86 gigabytes. Didn't we see? Yeah, I had 193 gigabytes. Is that where I did it? Let's go look here for photos. Oh, iCloud photos. Oh, iCloud photos here. 3.86 gigabytes. That don't look right to me. That don't look right.
Looks like something didn't get copied.
Here's the 180 gigabytes iCloud photos stored in iCloud. Managed storage 6.85 gigabytes of 200 gigabytes available. I feel like I'm missing something because 180 gigabytes showing there, and just when I'm seeing just these folders, that folder called Braden is just Braden stuff. It's my grandson. Delete when not needed, that's empty. And this iCloud photos, did the stuff not download? Updated 37 minutes ago. What am I missing? Does chat room tell me what I'm missing? No. It's the O drive. The root level of the O drive. Let's properties of the O drive. Use space 37 gigabytes. Nah, this doesn't feel right at all. View photos. Yeah, so here I took that off screen for the moment so I could see what was going to come up, because I have no idea what it would start showing, but it's okay. But over here on the right hand panel you can see the years that are in here. So there's the most recent May 2023 up here, and you can see down at the bottom of this is the photos of us at the restaurant. So there's 2022, 2021, 2019, 2016, keep going down further. There's 2007, and if I scroll down further, let's see, where did I see that? There's something else I saw here. When that chart first came up, the bottom of these years down here, the one at the very bottom said 1907. So
You got pictures from 1907?
That I took. 1907. That's what the screen was telling me.
With his iPhone.
Man, I didn't know they had iPhones back then.
I think somehow this bottom number here that says 2007 now, somehow it had the number 19 at the beginning of that 4-digit number. So, but now this is showing me photos. Is this showing them off of iCloud, or is this showing them off of my computer? I think this is showing them off of iCloud. Let's see, go look at settings here. Okay. Oh, this is different. I went into settings. I guess I should show you how I got to that. Up here in the upper right, these 3 dots, go to settings. Then over here, here's a list of what we found so far. Oh, OneDrive pictures. So it looks like it's showing me pictures from multiple different places. Here's iCloud photos on the C drive. Did it? I configured that to go to that O drive, but did it actually do the upload to the C drive? Even though it gives me confirmation that it's configured for, I go back here, shows here that photos is configured, shared albums, iCloud. Up here, iCloud Photos. Upload and store your PC photo library in iCloud and access photos and videos from all your devices. I'm wondering if this is actually coming from the C drive. Is it possible that a computer configuration is misleading me, lying to me? Who is chuckling? That sounds
Your
like
cat lie.
All right, so I'm looking around. I'll bring this up on screen when I... All right, let all that come up. And also, I have had occasion where working on a client's computer and copying things, I have inadvertently got other people's photos mixed into my photos. All right, so I'm probably not going to wind up deleting my iCloud during this live stream because there's too much potential that I'm going to be doing something wrong. But here you can see in the C drive in my user profile, there's a boatload of photos. Now those might be from a prior synchronization with my iCloud. The way I would be able to answer that is, does this have those recent photos from the restaurant? I don't know. I think I'm going to step back from this subject and pursue this off stream and give follow-up on a Windows Daily perhaps some other time, because I'm getting into territory that does not look good. This is the live unscripted element. No other emojis or orange. Yeah, Speedy C says, be careful, Doug, don't lose your family photos. I don't know if that might be some other chit chat between Ken and Greg. All right, so
you do have a backup, right?
Well, no. Well, maybe. Because I have multiple computers around here, I have synchronized to iCloud, then turned that off, and there's been so much mishmash over the years. But would I ever go trying to find a particular photo from way back in history? No, never. If I were to lose all of those because something catastrophically goes wrong or Doug just makes a mistake, is it going to really affect my life down the road? No, it's not. But as I was poking around looking at those old pictures, I was saying, oh man, that's someday down the road when I actually have what a lot of people call free time or leisure time, and not still trying to accomplish things in life. Would I want to just browse through those things and reminisce? Well, yes. Would I want to be able to pull up those photos during a family reunion down the road when Braden's got his kids over my house for visiting? Would I want to bring up photos and videos of Braden when he was small? Yes. If I didn't have those available, would anybody realize that I didn't have available? Probably not. So I will take work on that offline. But there's another piece that I wanted. Well, I guess the other thing that I was wanting to show was the monitoring, and I kind of already gave you a piece of that with that app that I searched for and found and installed on my phone to show the network activity that the phone was doing. And I wanted to be able to show the product. Oh no, wait, there's another thing I want to show. There's something else I want to show in this, and it was another line on there because I don't think Ken was seeing this when he was doing his recent efforts with uploading his golf stuff. Where is this one? Oh, yes. All right, so I'm going to bring my phone up on screen again. Ken's still here, right?
Yes, I am.
All right. So I saw you on your channel talking about your golf video hadn't gotten uploaded yet, and I didn't see or hear you talking about this. So here I have my iPhone. I think, Ken, you're on an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here's second on the left side, second row says Photos. Touch on Photos, and then the buttons down at the bottom, I want to be on Library. And while your photos and videos are uploading, it'll show their status down here at the bottom. But right now what it's telling me is not enough iCloud storage.
Right, I ran into that.
Oh, so you could see the progress of your uploads here, right?
I didn't see any progress. It said not enough storage, so it didn't do anything.
Oh, so you're having that same problem that I'm having about not enough storage.
Yes.
Ah, and that's why your golf video didn't upload. Mine, when I was trying to upload the test video that I did, it was trying for a long, long time before that out of space message came up. Okay.
Hey, Doug?
Yes.
Just one quick observation here. I don't have an iPhone, so I don't really follow exactly what you're doing, but I've been listening to it very closely. But here's the observation. Why is it so difficult to get files off an iPhone compared to an Android device where you could just plug it to the computer and do a file transfer?
Well, you can plug an iPhone into a computer and do a file transfer, but you have to do it the way that Apple wants to do it, which means using iTunes. So you install iTunes on your computer.
I would argue that.
Really?
I would argue that.
It's been a long time since I've done it, so maybe I'll demonstrate that too, make video of it offline. And Ken Stout is trying to get my attention again. Yes,
yeah,
Ken?
I tried it through iTunes as well, and it didn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and right now I just went to go look at my photos to see, because iCloud does not have the golf video. It does have the little minute 28-second thing I did last night, but it does not have the golf video still. I go to my phone to make sure it's still on the phone. It says iCloud storage is full.
Yeah.
It's not. I pay for extra as well. And when I go to videos, the video from playing golf is still there at 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 20 seconds. So
I will be away from the mic. I'll be right back.
All right.
I have downloaded it off of the phone and kind of sort of a workaround that worked for me. And like you always say, it worked for me. It might not work for others. Is I had iCloud, iTunes, and Window Explorer, all three open at the same time. I started the video on my phone and instantly it showed up on Explorer, the computer, the whatever that's called, the little file thing at the bottom.
File Explorer.
Thank you, Tim. File Explorer. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm still stuck on your statement that you have enough storage. So when you come to this screen right here, iCloud storage, I'm showing 193 gigabytes of 200 gigabytes used. What are you showing when you get to that screen?
Oh, geez. Let me go back and look at that. Oh, you're on your phone, right? Is that
No,
your phone
no.
or your computer?
This is my computer.
All right, let me go figure out how to get back to that, and I'll tell you.
That's on the iCloud icon down here in the system tray or notification area.
I wonder if the speed issue is the fact that didn't Apple activate a scanning AI at their end to catch illegal photos?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I don't have any illegal photos that I'm aware of.
It would take time to scan the photo against a database they have.
Okay, mine says 42 gigabyte of 50 used. So I've got 8 gigabyte. I don't know how big that movie is. Obviously,
11. It was 11 gigabytes.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
So that makes sense then as to why that's not uploading, because it's
so
a
you're
little
out
bit
of
over.
space.
Right.
Now,
So, but I've deleted. I can't say what I want to say, but I've deleted a boatload of photos and videos to clear up space, both on the phone and iTunes and on iCloud, and apparently nothing's working.
Well, when you say a boatload of photos and videos, they may not have been taking as much space as you assume they do.
Okay, I can buy that.
And there also might be, is there an undelete folder somewhere? So they're still taking up space until you clear your undelete folder.
Or like a trash photo?
Yeah, trash folder. That could be what's going on.
I don't know.
Now, I do recollect now something, a piece of evidence that I can tell you about transferring videos from the phone to the computer is the 5 Dougs video that I made up at the cabin. I made those videos using two iPhones, and I connected those by cable to the computer that I had there, and I copied those files to the computer to do the editing work, because I did all of that up there. So that's that's the testimony from my experience that I've done it. Chris, is all the blood rushing to your head?
Oh no, I'm getting dizzy.
I tried to fix this issue. I don't know what's going on with it.
Oh, well, I can.
Must be that number 5 Thunderbird.
Well, that was my observation, Doug. I mean, just why does Apple seemingly make it so difficult where you have to jump through a number of hoops? Perhaps they want to sell more iCloud space.
I don't have to jump through hoops.
All right.
You've got an iPhone, Jim?
Yes, I have an iPhone.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And
I thought you guys knew that. Yeah.
No, I did not know that. Actually.
Oh, so Jim, you're saying that it's not difficult?
No, it's not difficult at all.
No, me either. And I think the only thing that we're seeing here is both my case and Ken's case, we're out of space.
Well, I'm not talking about the iCloud space problem. I'm talking about just getting files off the iPhone. It's not that difficult. You don't need iTunes.
So you just plug in the USB and it downloads?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that is true. Yeah. Yes, I have done that in the past too. So I didn't realize that was the way you were taking exception to the comment, Jim, that you can do it without iTunes. My recollection of that is connecting the lightning cable into a USB port. It shows up in File Explorer as the DSIM folder, I think it's called.
DCIM folder on the
DCIM.
phone
DCIM.
itself. Yes.
And then you have to browse down into the folders to
Right. And
to
the folders
find it.
have dates on them. So
And
Okay.
Yes.
you will find this shocking. That does not work for me, and we've demonstrated that the other day on a Zoom session.
okay.
I could plug in my phone right now, go to File Explorer, go to the phone, go to DCIM, and that movie is still not showing up in File Explorer.
Yeah,
On
I think I might have an explanation for that. I think, Ken, if you will test it with a very short video, that you will be able to find it. I think it's on long videos that the iPhone might be breaking that up into different folders and using a different file format when you have long videos, because I think long videos are a problem and they get stored differently. And I've seen where I'll create some videos, a series of videos, and find that they're split up into those subfolders in ways that don't make a whole lot of sense. And my theory at the time when I was running into that is there's some limitations to how much the iPhone will put into different folders, different subfolders of DSIM.
Right. Now, I don't have the 35 and a half years plus experience that certain people have, or the experience that professional photographers have. But I did look in other folders, because the one that finally did download actually was not in the correct folder. It was somewhere else. And I have checked every folder on my phone through the File Explorer, through the Apple, through DCIM, and that movie is not there, either intact or broken up. So I don't know what it is. I really don't. But I have since gotten it. I've got it on my computer, and don't ask me how I did it, because I did that like the other day and I forgot.
Now, at that point where you said it was not in the correct folder, when you're judging something as a correct folder, I think you mean it wasn't in the folder that you expected it to be.
Yeah, what I mean by that is, this is May. I have two folders on DCIM. One's called 2023-05. The other's called 2023-05_alpha. So I just shot the video on Thursday. I would think it would be in May's folder, and it was not. The one that we found through DCIM was actually, I believe, in either April or March's folder. So
Now,
I do not know.
I think was also an experience I had where if there was some different setting when you're recording the video on the phone, that it would be in a different folder, because there's something about I don't know how
Well, I don't know.
I
I
want to
just
say the format of the video, but I suspect that there is some explanation why you're not seeing it where you expect to see it, that we're not included in it. We're not clued in on.
Sure. I don't know. I just go to the camera, put it on video, and press the button to start recording. I don't go much farther than that. Like I said, I don't go at all farther than that.
Ken, I have a question. This is for the next time you attempt to do this.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, you're plugged in the phone, and if you go to the DCIM folder, right?
I'm going to File Explorer, Apple iPhone, internal storage,
right?
And it says now, I got to click allow on the phone. I hate this phone.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah, I'm going to the dark side. Okay, so File Explorer, Apple iPhone, internal storage, DCIM.
All right, stop there.
I'm stopped.
Yeah, stop there. In the search bar, okay?
Yes,
In the search bar, do star.mov.
In the search bar, and putting Shift 8 for star,
Shift 8
dot,
for star, dot
MOV. MOUSE. Got it.
And then hit enter.
Oh, got it. It says working on it.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of stuff on there, so yeah, I imagine it's working on it.
52 items so far. Not that that's a big shock.
Right. But
so we're looking for dates?
You can look for dates on the right-hand side column.
And I see the one from the 11th, but not that. Wait a minute. The 11th was Thursday. This could be it right here. Okay, where to from now? I see one from the 11th. It says no, that's an image. Well, that's still in the MOV. So do I click on that to see its location, or
You can right click on it and see where the file location is if you want to, or you could probably just highlight that file and
oh crap,
copy
what
it
did I
to
just
someplace
do?
else.
What's the file size of that .mov?
I can't. 169 megabyte. That's probably
That's
not
not
it. Here's the one from today. Yeah, there's nothing here in gigabytes whatsoever on any of them. I appreciate the suggestion, though. That looks like a golf video, but that can't be a golf video. Getting ready to find out. I double clicked it, and as we all know from Arkansas, oh no, that's my garage video, so that is not it.
That's weird.
That is crazy weird, because if I go to the phone itself while it's still plugged in and I tap photos, I scroll down and tap videos, and again, it's still here. Actually, both the videos are still here from when I played Wednesday and Thursday. And if I hit the phone to play the video, it plays just fine. So it's there somewhere.
You just can't see it on the computer.
Right. I cannot see it. As you guys can see, I am plugged in right here on the phone with the lightning cord. That was hold my thoughts on that, and went through File Explorer, Apple, DCIM, and I did the search, not seeing it. Weird.
Interesting.
How about if you just do a short video now, does it show up where you expect it to be in that folder structure? I'm
with or without the phone plugged in?
Well, unplug the phone, do a short video, and then plug it in.
I'll do a video of what is happening now. When I unplug my iPhone, you know how it pops up and says the device has either stopped responding or has been disconnected?
Yeah.
I get 5 instances of that.
Okay. How about if you safely eject from the computer before you disconnect it?
A little late for that now because I already unplugged it, but I'll shoot a video.
Well, you can do that on another
I'm a lot
occasion.
like Josh Kinder. I went ahead and pushed the button before you told me to push the button. So I'm shooting a video looking at the 5 instances of this device has either stopped responding or has been disconnected. I'll briefly show Zoom because I don't have the written permission consent to show them. Now I'm back to the 5 things. So that's 15 seconds of video. How long do we want to go, Doug?
That's enough.
That's enough. Okay, so
Yeah,
stopping the
stop
video.
it. Yeah.
Stopped. Shutting down the app. Turning off the phone. I feel like I'm in the Green Mile. Walking the mile. Walking the mile. Taking the USB. Plugging it in. Turning the phone on. Waiting for the allow button to come up. Allow. Now I'll go to File Explorer. Oh wait, before I do that, I do want to close these 5 instances because when I'll eject the phone, File Explorer, Apple. Oh wow, it went from 24 gigabyte free. That took 6. Daggone, 15-second video took 6 gigabyte. I don't think so. DCIM. I'm going to go to 2023-05 Alpha, double click on there, scroll down to the bottom, and lo and behold, guess what's there? It's exactly where I expected it to be. It's in that folder. So now I'm going to go back one folder to see if maybe it's duplicated over there, because I don't know why there's a 2023-05 May and then a 2023-05 Alpha indicating, who knows. Going to the bottom, and no, it is not in that folder. So yes, it went exactly really where I thought it would be.
Okay. On each of those folders, if you right click and choose properties, what are the size of those folders? I suspect there is a maximum size allowed for those folders that is smaller than what your golfing video would have been.
Okay, so the alpha folder is 372 megabyte right now. The 2305 non-alpha is 206 megabyte. So it's actually smaller than the newer one. And let's go back and check another one here. Let's go back to April. It is 307 megabyte. We'll go back to March. Not delete. It is 136. I don't know. That's a good thought, though.
So how
Good thought.
large would the golfing video be?
Somebody said it's like 11 gigabyte.
I remember seeing 11.1 gigabytes when
Yeah.
you were doing that transfer.
Yeah.
So let me go check something here real quick. This won't take but a second. All I'm doing is looking to see if by chance there's another video somewhere in one of these other folders, and thus far there's not. I tend not to keep them on the phone because they do take up a lot of space. And even though I pay for additional space, I still every now and then run into this issue.
But we know that file is somewhere on that phone, correct?
Oh yeah, it's on the phone. I mean, if I could figure out a way to show you guys the video on the phone while we're streaming, I would do that. But I mean, it's boring. It's just an upside down golf video. I pulled a Doug. Oh, hey Doug, didn't see you there.
What?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any videos on here anywhere. But yes, it's on the phone. Okay, so let me turn off my background. Where's Zoom at? Background. None. Oh yeah, really?
Well, I wondered about it at the time you were doing that download/transfer, if Apple treats anything over
I found the video.
11.1 gigabytes as a different manner of somehow where it's stored and how it could be viewable onto a computer.
Yeah, I think it's exactly along those lines somehow. And this is not the first time I've come across that suspicion. I've come across that years ago and just never needed to pursue understanding it completely.
Okay, I found a video that's 1.29 gigabyte in size, which that's small, I understand that, but it says it's this PC, Apple iPhone, internal storage, DCIM, and then the folder name. I realize that's not 11 gigabyte. Let's see how long this one is.
Yeah, but it's much larger than the 300 megabyte range that you were talking about on those other folders.
Right, it's over a gig, so I do have 4 other videos, but they're all in the megabyte range. Now, for some reason, imagine this. Okay, so this is a golf video, and this is only 81.9 megabytes. Wow. Let's see what this one is. Okay.
Well, I could be wrong about that 11.1, but that stands.
No, I do remember seeing something along the same lines. It sticks out in my mind.
A 1 hour long video shot in no doubt 1080p and not 4K or anything like that. So
no, it's not 4K. I'm sure of that.
11 gigs seems to be expected.
Yeah, the 1.29 is so far the biggest one I found. And okay, there's one. That's going to be really short because it's in landscape. It's only 20 megabyte. All right, so I cannot for some reason turn off my background. I don't understand why. Choose virtual background, scroll through, and there should be the word none somewhere. I do not have the word none. You know, well, there it is. So, see if I can do this. Oops, I forgot to do that. So phone is on. I scroll up to videos. I go to videos. I have 2 golfing videos on there, side by side. I punch the video. The video starts playing. It's there. The other thing I don't like about this, you can't scroll through here to a future point in time. You have to watch the video. I think eventually it might show up. I don't know. I appreciate the effort. No, I don't want to delete it because I really want to get this to work somehow
Did you
for
just
future
say?
references.
Did you just say you can't scrub forward on that video?
I cannot. No,
Really?
I
I
can.
can't. When I go to my phone and I watch the video and I turn it sideways and I make it full screen so that I can see it, I have no means of scrubbing through there. I have tried every which way but loose.
You can scrub forward on any other video though, can't you? Or is it just
I don't
that
know.
one?
Let me try the older video I still have on here and see if I can do there. I probably just assumed since I couldn't on that one, I couldn't on any of them. So full screen again. Nope. I when I put my finger on it to move it, it moves it to the next video and or the back picture. I don't have any clue how to do that.
Go out, get out of full screen.
I'm out of full screen. And try the same thing again. It goes to the next video and it goes to the previous picture.
Okay.
If I hold my finger on it and do it, it goes to full screen. Now I'm out of full screen.
If you just tap your finger on the video, do you see some thumbnails down at the bottom below the video?
I do have the thumbnails at the bottom of the video.
Then put your finger on the thumbnails down there and move your finger left and right to scrub through the video.
That moves the whole thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so yes, thank you. That is working.
Yeah, it's a different way of scrubbing through the video than
that'll work.
Those thumbnails are scenes within that video then.
Yeah.
Yes, makes sense. So now I'm going to try it with the upside down version of me golfing, which by the way is hilarious. So the problem is, you have to tap on the thumbnail to get the ability to scrub. That makes sense. Well, no, that doesn't make sense because it's not working. So I was able to successfully do that one. So I'm going to click on that there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's it. I got it. Thank you. That solves that problem. Now if we could just get the doggone thing off the phone. Well, I have it off the phone, but for the next version.
Greg.
Okay, didn't mean to monopolize your time. Thank you very much.
Greg M shared a link in chat.
Let's see. Yeah, see. Transfer large video from iPhone to computer via Photos app. When you connect your iPhone to PC, iPhone will expose DSIM folder. Your PC will recognize your device's digital camera. Oh, by the way, Ken, about that ejecting safely and those multiple messages you were getting, I think when you connect an iPhone, it's connecting more than the drive. And like if you're look in Device Manager, I think you would see multiple things connect. So I think that's why you're getting multiple unsafe deconnects or whatever that message was that you were getting.
It just says that it's disconnected. So here's the odd thing. I got it for a while. It went away for a while, and now it's back.
What's back?
When you unplug it, it pops up 5 instances of it's disconnected.
Did you try safely ejecting?
No, I'm going to.
All right. So going back to this link, connect your iPhone to PC, trust this computer on your iPhone, internal storage, DSIM folder. Yeah, this sounds exactly what Ken is doing. The catch is that golf video is not showing up in the subfolder of DSIM that he's expecting it to be. Transfer large video from iPhone to computer via Photos app. Help you copy. Here's the steps. Run photos. Connect your iPhone USB cable. Passcode. Import from click import from a USB device. Import settings. You can change the destination. Decide whether to delete the items from your iPhone after you import them. Click done to confirm. That might be a different thing going through import. From the Photos let's see, the Photos app. Windows 10, built-in Photos management tool. Photos app can help you copy from iPhone to PC. Run the Photos app and connect your iPhone to a computer. So is this a Photos app on the computer? Is that a Photos app from iTunes? It's unclear to me
We're
where.
just talking the regular Windows Photos app.
I don't know.
All right. All right. So here's Windows Photos app. Am I showing this? No, here, I get it. And then import. Is there an import option here? Well, I don't have my iPhone connected. I don't have a lightning cable on hand. So perhaps when you plug in an iPhone, there's an import option that shows up in this Photos app. This Windows Photo app. Oh, this is...
That's interesting. I didn't know the Windows Photo app could do that.
Well, this is what opened up when I was showing, when I opened up the photos from the iCloud folder. This is the same
app.
Yeah, because it's got those years on the right-hand side.
What's the doggone thing look like where I safely eject something? Because I've been through all 6 of the things that I have, and none of them say safely eject anything.
I'm pointing to it on the YouTube stream. It looks like a
No, I don't have that. I do not have that. I'll tell you what I have. I have iCloud, Windows Security, no actions needed, Intel driver and support, which I could probably turn off, Zoom, RoboForm, AMD Software Adrenaline Edition for the graphics, my microphone, my monitor, and a speaker. That is all I have.
It ought to be down in the taskbar.
That's where these are at. These are in the taskbar.
Well, that.
What about the arrow? What about the up arrow? Is it in there?
There is no up arrow.
Oh, okay.
There's a way to turn that off so that safely eject does not ever show up. I'm going to see if I can find where that is at.
What if you just right-click on the device in Explorer?
Yeah, there may be an eject option there.
That works for some devices, but not all.
Open, pin, import, pictures and videos. Ooh, that's new. Create shortcut and properties. Import pictures and videos. Oh, it found 402 new. What the hell? Let's see what this goes. Oh, sorry, Dick. What the heck? Let's see where this goes. If this brings this movie up, I'm going to scream. I swear I will go outside and scream, and they're going to hear me all the way in Alaska. You know, this is interesting. This is bringing. It's showing the pictures, and I've seen Alex's picture 3 times. I saw Robert's Alex in my picture twice. There's Mrs. K. This is weird. There's my ironing video, which is at 200. You know, they might just find the golf video, and I mean that would almost go with what Brian's saying. We know it's on the phone somewhere. We just don't know where.